Hello, 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 and welcome to Versus Podcast. I'm your host, Kendra. Thanks for tuning for another exciting episode of Versus Clichés and BOD. Before I get into this week's episode, I would like to give a special thanks to everyone who reached out to the fan page, liked the channel, subscribed, listened, shared, gave me some feedback, some insight. I just want to thank everyone for doing that. It really fueled me to try to make a better product and just be myself. And I'm just so happy. I'm really feeling the love. Thanks, guys. So, that was enough. So on to this week's episode of Clichés and BODs. Oh, let me drop my disclaimer. Excuse me. I do not censor myself, nor do I censor my guests. However, I am going to try to curve the language a little bit. The content is still going to be the same. It's still going to be me, but I'm just going to be a little mindful about what I say because I don't want to offend anyone. So I just dropped that disclaimer. Bam, I don't owe any royalty rights to any of the music that I use. Bam again. So, Clichés and BODs, two parts. I hope I didn't disappoint, guys. It's just going to be solo today. It's just going to be me. I don't have any guests, but stay tuned. Next week's episode, there is guests back by popular demand. So, stay tuned. Don't worry, guys. No worries. So, clichés. Now, you've heard of them. They're sayings that people use. They're used over and over again. There's no original thought to cliches. You've heard your man, your girl, your mama, your grandmother all say a cliche a time or two. And people like to use them because they're known. You already know what people about or what they mean when you hear them. But I don't know why. Me, myself, personally, I don't use them. I don't like them because I'm an individual. I have my own individuality. I'm an original type of person. And cliches just annoy me. Especially when people, I feel like they use them out of context. And I just be so freaking annoyed with cliches. I know you probably think I'm being petty. I am being a little petty. I'm petty. It's okay. But cliches annoy me so bad. And these are like some of the top ones that I just look at people like with the slanted emoji, like, really? So, learn to love yourself. How many people heard learn to love yourself? First of all, you need to think about like the origin of how we loved ourselves and how we stopped loving ourselves. We are taught from birth to love ourselves less and less every day. Kendra, what are you talking about, right? What are you talking about, Willis? As babies, when we're birthed, right? We are the most selfish creatures ever. Okay, we want what we want and we don't care when we're babies. But as we're older, grow older, as a toddler, grade school, we're taught to love ourselves a little less and share with others. You feel me? You'll follow. You're with me? So, if you don't teach yourself back to love yourself, you may not know what the HE double hockey sticks, how to love yourself. You might not even know how to do that. Because if you're taught to love yourself less, you need to teach yourself to love yourself a little more. So you gotta give me more than just a cliche if you really want me to get it together. You know what I'm saying? So the next time you hear somebody say that, tell them, explain a little bit. And don't just throw no cliche around for real. So the next one, and it kind of similar. How can you love me if you don't love yourself? Now I heard this when somebody was trying to break up with me. TMI. But anyway, and I was like, you ever heard of parenting? You ever heard of mothering, nurturing? And it's similar to the whole baby growing up thing when you learn to love yourself less. When you're a parent or when you're a loving family member or something, sometimes we do make sacrifices and we'll put others before ourselves. But it don't necessarily mean that we love ourselves less. But those one of those ones that people throw around a lot. And it's like 50-50, I think. You can love somebody and not love yourself. I'm not saying it's healthy, but it's possible. It's not impossible. So people just throw it around because they heard somebody else throw it around. And that annoys me so freaking bad. And so we're going to get off the whole love thing. And we're going to jump into good guys and good gals who finish last. They always say that good guys finish last. So you going to make that as an excuse to be an a-hole? No, you might want to look at yourself, Michael Jackson, and make a change, because you might be choosing the wrong bitch every single time. And chicks, you might be choosing the wrong guy every time. People, think about the list of people in the pattern. Do your whole pros and cons, like when you did in school, you try to find a job or your school, whatever. You have a pattern. Good guys and good gals like bad boys and bad bitches. They do. They just do. So admit it. You got a type. And maybe the next time somebody checking for you and you, the first thing pop in your head, you call him a clown. That's maybe you need to get him a chance. Right? Maybe you need to get him a chance. Okay? So the next one. I'm going back to babies. Don't we love babies though, right? So, babies. People are going to go ape when they hear me say this. Babies are so beautiful, like especially when they first come out, and I'm looking like the emoji with the slanted eyes and the no mouth, the emotionless one. I'm like, oh no, they ugly. I don't like babies. Their face look like a wrinkled up bag. Like, I don't know what the fuck. Babies. They're not cute, you guys. I'm sorry. Even my own son, he's cute now. But when they first come out, like they're all swollen and lumpy and bumpy. And there's all these waves and wrinkles. They're not cute. I don't care. I'm not apologizing. So, that one was quick and easy. Another thing on the line of babies. When you're pregnant, women, you can definitely contest to this. And I felt like I heard so many crazy cliches when I was pregnant. People tell you, oh my God, it's beautiful, it's this, it's that. You're going to have these cravings and this and that. And it's not at all like how they say. I think I might write a book like The Realness of Pregnancy. And one of the realness of pregnancy moments that I had is when you feel the baby move. Oh, you hear women say, oh my, it feels like little flutters. I'd be like, first of all, what is a flutter? Is that like similar to the movement of a butterfly wing or something? No, it don't feel like a flutter. It feels like you're on the movie Alien and that thing about to jump out of your body. It's like the most freakiest shit ever. It's so weird. It's so crazy. I was petrified when I first felt it. It is weird. It's crazy. I remember being in an armchair with both hands like clamped down on it. Like, oh my God, I just wanted it to end. It feels crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and call bullshit on that one as well. It doesn't feel like flutters, whatever the hell a flutter is. But a flutter sounds like something cute and not nothing out of a movie that's going to jump out of your chest like Alien. So, the next one. And this one was another scary moment that I had. And it was about a gun. It was a gun. So I went to the range with some friends. and I didn't know how I was gonna feel about it. I'm not really big on weapons anyway. I just thought I would try it. And the cliche is using guns empowering. Did you feel empowered when you shot that gun? Like, everybody keep asking me, did you feel empowered? And I'm like, hell no, I ain't feel empowered. I have such a huge respect for guns now. Like, when it's so much, it's an explosion in your hand, folks. If you're out there and you've never held a gun, because it was my first time even holding a gun, I didn't know anything. I was a mess. They popped my gun holding cherry. But anyway, I was so scared, and it's an explosion in your hand. These guns are made to disarm people. They harm people. They're deadly, folks. I'm not empowered about anything like that, about killing somebody or disarming somebody. If I have to, I have to. But if I don't have to, no. So if you're not empowered another way, unless you got a gun, you got some serious mental issues, and you might want to seek a clinician. I'm just saying. So that's another one, cliche, that I don't like. Oh, when you have that gun, I want to empower. You want to feel empowered? Go read to some children that can't read or something. Do something at a school. Do something at your church. Go ahead and take Tai Bo. I don't know, but don't pick up a gun and shoot it. No. So we did Good Guys Finish Last. We did Learn to Love Yourself. We did How Can You Love Me If You Don't Love Yourself? That sounds like something should be in a movie. We did Movements of a Baby. We did Babies Are Beautiful, which are not. And we did Using Guns Are Empowering. So I think this is a great place to take a break, you guys. And I'll be back soon. Thank you. That was so quick. Hey you guys, I'm back from a quick break. So I have one last cliche, and this one I hear a lot. And you hear people say, I don't care what people think about me. And to a certain extent, I'm gonna have to disagree with that one, because I think there's a certain degree that you do care. I mean, I hope like how you do care just a little bit about what people think of you, especially when you're trying to create a certain image for yourself. Like, I think that should mean something. Now, I can see if you say, like if you wanted to switch it up and say, well, I don't put too much importance on superficial stuff that people might think about me or something like that. But to say, I don't care about what nobody think about nothing, I'd be looking at people like, no, you do, because that's why we do certain things that we do. So when we go to work, we present ourselves a certain way. You want to be viewed at a high standard. So you hold yourself to a high standard, even if that means people that's important to you. You might not necessarily care about what everyone thinks, but you might care about what a selection of people may think of you, like your family, your children, your wife, your husband, your pastor, whomever. People that you put in high regard, you should, and I'm pretty sure at some degree, you do care about what they think of you. So the next time you go and say something like that, you might want to rethink it before you say it, because it's not necessarily true. And there's another cliche that people just throw around and they really don't know what the hell they're talking about. So, moving along to my next topic, which is BOD, right? Bitches on defense. Bitches on defense. I'm not gonna say the word bitch like a lot, you guys, because like I said earlier, I'm gonna try to curve the language a little bit. And I told my mom that I was gonna try to kind of be like a lady or whatever. Yeah, I'll try. But anyway, so BOD, a bitch on defense. So this is an acronym that I came up with because I feel like women, we get a bad rap and they throw that word B-I-T-C-H around. And bitches aren't born, folks. They're created. Okay? So you need to assess the situation first before you want to call and throw the B word out there at a female. There's reasons why we are behaving like a B. There's reasons. We on defense, folks. Not offense. Not all the time. Now, you do have a select few chicks that they do that on the offense. They just a B all day long, every day, no matter what day of the week, what the situation is. But that's different. But mainly, women is on defense. Is a reason for why they acting like that, right? So there's a few scenarios that I wanted to cover when I like to talk about a BOD, a bitch on defense. One of them is like women in the workforce. Women in the workforce, right? So if you compare the two between men and women, we are not as equal as it could be. So a woman pretty much needs to transform herself. She got to really outshine a man to even be valued. I mean, I know things are changing a little bit now, but we gotta do a little more, folks. We gotta be really stern, and people will be like, "She a bitch." Ugh. Why? Because I'm not trying to holler at y'all at the water cooler every day and shoot the shit. No. I'm not a bitch. I'm just trying to focus on my work. Try to focus on this, that, and the other. I'm not a bitch. Cool your jets, sir, ma'am, whoever. Have a seat. So we're on defense. We're just trying to block out the hate. Bam, bam, bam. We just trying to block that out. Trying to block that out. So have a seat, folks. So in the workforce, yeah, BOD. So it's justified. I'm just saying. Women in sports. Man, so I don't really know a lot about sports, but I've seen a few. Like basketball and stuff like that. Like, we just have to be a whole nother animal to even be seen, but then they just always want to call us a bitch, like she looking mean or this is that and the other. Yeah, because like I'm doing like almost the same load as you, bro. So, you know, yeah, I'm on defense, sir. Right. Yeah, sorry. Not sorry. I had a guy tell me like the time of the month. I guess I might show signs of BOD during that time because you still try to pull it together. You don't get no days off. Hashtag ladies, no days off, just hours, right? So, like your cycle, whatever other stuff going on, like why are you looking so mean? Like, why you... Nigga, I'm in pain. Like, I'm trying to keep it together. My face balled up because I'm in pain. Like, sir, really? Get your life. Leave me alone. So, yeah, we be on defense. Give us a break. Honestly, and it's not a male bashing session. Trust. I try to keep things neutral. It's not really easy to be a woman. It's hard. And I really want to say something to us women and men out there right now. The next time you want to be condescending to your woman or whatever, give her a pat on the back. It's not easy being a woman. It's not easy being a strong, supportive woman for a man. And I'm not saying that every man should be supported, but you support your man and stuff like that. It's a job. And sometimes you gotta be a bitch. But like Nicki Minaj, when she was called a bitch or whatever, being diva-ish, and she was saying, man, I'm just asking the same thing as Lil Wayne, but y'all call him a boss. I'm just trying to make sure that I get what I deserve. And that's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. So why not call me a B-O-S-S, boss? Call me a B-O-D, a bitch on defense. Okay. Whatever. So, dating, right? Dating is another one. Don't ask for no dating advice from me. I'm not really that good. I hate dating. Because people be fake and everything like that. But that's another episode. So, we're dating and stuff like that. When you try to create boundaries, it's either you're a bitch. It's like three categories. And I'm always the one that's the bitch in the bitch category when as far as dating and friends and going out with friends. It's either you're the bitch or you the easy girl, which I don't know what term that they be using now. She's simple, silly, dumb, or dummy or whatever. And then you're like, dang, I just lost my train of thought. Or you're like the homegirl type of situation. And I'm always the bitch because I'm always the designated driver. I'm always the chick that always try to keep all my friends together. Like, look, bitch, we came here together. We leaving here together. Get that Negro phone number. Holla at him in the mall when we leave from the pancake house or something. Like, don't leave with no man right now. That be me. That be me. And I'm always the one that be saving people and everything like that. So I was always put in the bitch mode because I was always had my sensors up. Like, when I be like, I don't care for him. I ain't gonna out him in front of him though, but I'm not gonna out him like that. But I definitely will pull you to the side and be like, oh, I ain't really feeling dude. He doing X, Y, Z. And I always give legitimate reasons why, but I'm always put in that category. And guess what? I'm okay with being put in the bitch category because I would rather be put in the bitch category, B-O-D, than in the W-H-O-R-E category, which I have never been in that category. So, you want to call me a bitch? I'm fine with that. Boo. So, yeah, so whatever. I'm alright with that. So, yeah, this sounds like a really, really good place to end this week's episode of Clichés and B.O.D. Guys, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to this week's episode. Again, you can hear all my episodes on YouTube. Just type in Versus Podcast. You can hear them on SoundCloud, Versus Podcast. Like, subscribe, repeat, share. Like, subscribe, repeat, share. Love you guys. Thanks. Bye.